Okay, Choke Canyon from 1986, another confusing title, since it's also known under the title On Deadly Ground, which is not to be confused with the Steven Segal movie of the same name. For starters, Choke Canyon is actually really good, whereas then On Deadly Ground is questionably and questionable. I do 100% believe that On Deadly Ground is a remake of Choke Canyon in all but name, because both movies have environmental concerns, which continue obviously to this day. Um, Outside of that, though, there's really no difference. There's really no difference. To tell you the truth, the director is far better directed by Charles Bell. Also directed the Gumball Rally from 1976. Street Call of Justice, which I've never seen, Black Samson, which I've never seen, admittedly, and the Cleopatra Jones sequel, which I've never seen. I've never seen the original Cleopatra Jones. I'll have to get around to that. Stars Bo Swenson, of who some lot of people out there recognise the name of. He's been in a number of things, which I've got to write down because I'm a professional. Janet Julian, most known for Humongous from the 1980s horror film Humongous, which I'm personally a big fan of. Lance Henriksen. Well, that's what we need to know about Lance when it comes to Lance Henriksen. As you can tell, the direction the direction already is obviously much, and stars obviously much better than Steven Seagal's huge ego in the remake On Deadly Ground from the 90s that nobody talks about these days. Only thing I remember about that movie is it had Michael Caine playing the bad guy. That's all I remember about it. That's all I remember. I can say that Choke Canyon is arguably was arguably the film that On Deadly Ground ripped off and stole the title from as well. But Choke, which is possibly the reason why the Doody version is called Choke Canyon. It may be in the original title. They changed it to On Deadly Ground '81 before Steven Seagal stepped in and said, "Hey Johnny, I can't do Steven Seagal. I can't do Steven Seagal save my life. Hey Johnny, I saw this movie. I'm going to take it. I'm going to make my own Johnny." And he did. And he made his own version, and it was crap. Choke Canyon is much better in the stunt department alone. There's tons of stunts in the movie, particularly the last 20 odd minutes. The last 25 minutes is stunts galore, crazy stunts and all kinds of crazy shit going on, which you can only get. You can tell this movie wasn't taking itself too seriously. Much like On Deadly Ground, the Steven Seagal version, which did take itself too seriously, how much many people like to think otherwise. I honestly think that film was meant to be serious, but of course it being a Steven Seagal movie, which I believe he also directed, it was a complete joke. The joke is actually, in this movie, the joke is genuine. The joking is actually there on purpose. It's an Australian movie after all. And like I said, of Australian movies do like to have like ton of humour to their stuff. This one is no exception. The main plot is essentially about but much like well, if you've seen on Steven Seagal's version, it's basically about a man trying to acceptance. I can't remember much about Steven Seagal's version. I didn't really want to watch that movie just so I get some compare and contrast both movies. All I can tell you is that there's no doubt in my mind that this movie was the original On Deadly Ground before Steven Seagal. Basically, it's really depresses me. More people know about the Steven Seagal version than they do about Choke fucking Canyon. Because Choke Canyon is the much better movie. There's just no getting around that. You may disagree with me, and since it's a hard movie to come by, you may continue to disagree with me until you see it. If you ever get a chance to see this, it was available through Code Red, but I don't believe it's available through that anymore because of the usual horseshit copyright. The film is hard to come by. I've no idea. I've not had a chance to check. I'm pretty sure the film's probably available for £250 on eBay. I suggest not bothering with that and trying to find an alternative route to find a copy for yourself to watch. But it is highly recommended. I can definitely do that. I can definitely. Moviedrone highly recommends on Choke Canyon or On Deadly Ground, which is the title the film is under on the actual print that the Code Red have used. I can say that the film is highly recommended. And best of all, it doesn't have Steven Seagal in it, but with his huge ego inflating the movie, ruining it. Great, as I say, great actors and great characters are in the movie. Great stunts are in the movie. What more do you need? No CGI, because it's made in the 80s. No CGI bollocks to ruin it. Both films today have been highly recommended by Moviedrone. And then of course we have today's Moviedrone movie of the week, which I'm doing right now.